Hello, friends, Romans, and also countrymen. I just wanted to make a little add-on to this Redstone video here. As you can see, I'm standing on the top of what is Red Labs right now, or Red Lab. Just messing around with some ideas here. So I tested this idea out here, which is the idea of pushing a storage minecart back and forth to basically act as a way to turn on and off a string of hoppers. So I'll show you that over here. Don't worry about this. That's something I'm working on. It's not quite finished. So this is a setup with a chest at the top here. And the goal is to transport those items down to this bottom chest. But say we want to store items in this chest here, and we don't want to have to worry about like moving them down here yet. So Hello, friends, Romans, and also countrymen. Really quick, I want to make an addendum to that video that I just posted, that just went up. This is going to be just a little short thing showing off this little redstone machine that I just came up with after filming that video. As you can see, we're outside of Red Lab, looking in on its pristine test chamber-esque rooms, and this is me experimenting with stuff. This is not a finished idea yet, but we're working on it. This is the potential idea of being able to basically hold a minecart on this, because you can put tracks on top of hoppers, which is actually a really useful thing. You can also put redstone on top of hoppers, which is incredibly useful. So, anyway, less useful than the rails, though. So, this idea is just that figuring out a way to basically have the hopper, once it has deposited its items, to let once all the items have been put in it, let the cart go away, and then it empties out all the items. So this over here was just a test to see whether this was possible, and it is, to basically create a way to turn on and off a hopper system. Now that's what I have going on over here. Now what you can see this, what I've got is a chest here with a hopper on top. Then I've got a piston T flip-flop here, and it's slightly wider. It's easier to show over here because it's on the ground. It's a 3-wide T flip-flop as opposed to a 2-wide. So this is a normal T flip-flop here, or a piston T flip-flop. You have regular pistons, 2 torches, and then you have this here. So it is a T flip-flop, regular T flip-flop, like that. And this is an extended T flip-flop. So it's 3 blocks wide as opposed to 2. So one of those blocks is a iron block, and the other block is actually a rail. So what this is right now is just basically a rail and a block. But what happens is when you push the rail on top of that hopper there with a storage minecart on it, the contents of the storage minecart will actually go through the hopper, meaning that you can basically turn on and off a hopper. So what I've got built over here is a system set up. So I've got a chest up here, and this is useful for, say you have like a big line of hoppers going down into, a cave or something where you're storing stuff, and you want to send stuff down to that cave, but you don't want to send it immediately. You just want to store it on the surface until you have all the items, and then you can send it down. So what you do, put your items in here. So for example, let me get some more stone here. Example, we'll just put in stone. So we're just putting in a bunch of stone here. It'll all go down into this hopper. And what I've built in, you can see slightly behind the hopper, and you'll see in a second. There we are. The hopper, I've set up basically behind it a comparator with a little basically torch stack going up to these lights, just to indicate whether the hopper is full or not. So it just gives you an idea of whether you can hit the button or not, or if it'll do anything. So then what you do, you hit the button, it moves this storage minecart in between these two hoppers, and then it's dropping it all down to this lower chest. Now, I'm not 100% sure on super practical uses of this yet. I haven't found a great way to run track on this in a good way. You can do stuff like run track across the hopper, such as this. You can run track along it like that, but that isn't super useful because the cart will not stop on top of here long enough to deposit enough items. And if you just have a powered rail, even if it's sitting on the powered rail and you power the rail, it won't do anything until you really... It has to be on a slope. So that's why this system I have set up. And I haven't worked out a great way to do this yet. I'm sure I will in the near future. But the idea behind this, as I said, is basically... Oh, crap. You have your cart... Here, I'll do this real quick. You get your cart sitting on here. This cart will now be, like, if I put an item in here, it'll deposit it into the hopper. And apparently minecarts count for a lot. They will automatically turn on a hopper. But, so I have a simple, like, basically hopper collection system where unless there is an item in here, it won't do anything. It won't collect, or a certain number of items. It won't start collecting them. So normally I would have the minecart on here. So then when it's done, it'll drop it down and collect it in this chest. But at this point, I haven't figured out a good way for once everything has emptied out of this for this cart to then continue on. But when I do, this will be super useful because that means that you don't have to actually worry about pressing a button to send the cart on its way. It's just as soon as the cart empties itself out, then it'll move on. So that'll be really useful, and it'll be really useful in combination with this because this means that you can basically fill up multiple carts, drop the cart on here, turn the thing on, it'll drop it down. So as you can see, dropped all of the items down into the bottom chest. So this does work. Nice system. It's nice that it shows you when items are ready to be dropped down. So these systems in combination, in theory, actually, this system could be good in combination with this system where instead of having a double wide chest at the bottom, you have it dropping into one of these minecarts. So you could have a more complex, in fact, you could have an incredibly complex storage system based around this and this concept, once this concept gets finished, as well as this kind of concept with the stacked minecarts. So a lot of things will be coming from me about hoppers and minecarts soon. Because this is a big new advancement, and it's going to be pretty incredible. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out my website, NamesPixel, yada yada yada. I'm not going to hash that all out because this is just a short little video to show off this thing because I'm quite excited about it. This could, I mean, I have not seen anything like this in anyone's hopper videos so far. And I'm very excited about it because this could be super useful, the ability to basically turn on and off a hopper. So I'd just like to thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was useful or at least interesting, and bye!